Welcome back everybody to Veve Gems, where you get periodic videos on top quality NFTs on the Veve app, which I call Veve Gems. Today I will show you the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, along with a portfolio tracker and Veve stats for week number 18. And this is not financial advice. This table shows the cost in gems per MCP point. In general, any figure that is 7 gems and below is considered a good value in terms of cost per MCP point. And the comics that stand out from this analysis perspective include Journey into Mystery Annual number 1, both the rare and the ultra rare variants, Tales to Astonish number 13, the rare variant, and the rare variants of Nick Fury, Fantastic Four number 12, and Avengers number 4. This table shows the percentage supply still available on the market for the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. In general, the lower the percentage, the higher the demand for such comic is. And the ones that stand out on the list include Fantastic Four number 1, the common variant, Marvel Comics number 1, and Sergeant Fury number 1. We can also notice on the list that there are very high percentages for Journey into Mystery Annual number 1, the reason for which this comic has been recently dropped and hasn't been fully absorbed by the market. And to a lesser extent, Amazing Fantasy number 15 as well has relatively high percentages. This table shows the percentage upside potential for each of the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. In general, any percentage that is 300 and above is considered a good value. For those of you interested in the secret rare comics, the ones that have a good percentage upside potential include Fantastic Four number 12 and Nick Fury. This table compares the current prices of the top 10 undervalued comics. In general, any value that is 7 gems and below is considered a good value. And we can see the ones that stand out on the list include the common and uncommon variants of Hercules first appearance, Groot first appearance, Nick Fury, and Fantastic Four number 12. This table shows the total editions minted for these top 10 comics on the list. If we look at the last column, we see the total editions, and looking at the first column, we see the number of editions under the common variant. Then the next column, the number of editions for the uncommon variant, then the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The factors on the right side of the table show you how rare is that variant compared to the common variant. So looking at number 1, Marvel Comics number 1, the uncommon is 8 times more rare than the common. In other words, there is 8 commons for each one uncommon, and there are 16 commons for each rare. There is 20 commons for each ultra rare and 80 commons for each secret rare. So this table will give you some perspective of how rare each variant is compared to the common mid-size. This table shows this week's addition to the investor's portfolio. So we have the top 10 comics ranked and the variants of those comics, as well as the prices of these comics today. And at the bottom we have the total amount invested for this week's investor's portfolio. This table shows the performance of the addition to the investor's portfolio that was selected last week. So we have the list of the top 10 undervalued comics, the variants, the prices last week and the prices today, and the change for the week. In total, we have gained 18.53 gems for the week, or a positive 2.9%. This table shows the cumulative performance of the investor's portfolio over the last 17 weeks. In total, we have invested 12,936.89 gems, currently valued at 9,926.76 gems, which gives us a total loss of 3,010.13 gems, or a negative 23.3%. This table shows the weekly Veve social media stats. So looking at week number 18, Veve has lost 317 Twitter followers for the week. It has gained 1,000 Discord members. It has lost 12 Facebook members and lost 185 Instagram followers. So in total, for the last 18 weeks, Veve has lost 3,051 Twitter members, or a 1.18%, 3,000 Discord members, or a negative 2.68%, 241 members gained on Facebook, or 0.81%, and a loss of 6,382 followers on Instagram, which is a negative 5.15%. This table shows the weekly Veve ImmutaScan stats on the blockchain. For the week, Veve has minted 22,662 new tokens and added 300 new unique owners, which gives us a total of 11.6 tokens per unique owner, which we call the TMO ratio. And as always, as long as this ratio goes up, we can expect sideways to downward movements in the market. And looking at the total above, for the last 18 weeks, Veve has increased the number of tokens by 8.63%, while for the same period, the number of new unique owners increased by only 1.13%. This is a chart representation of the statistics in the previous slides. So looking at the blue line, which is the growth in the number of tokens minted, we can see over the last 17 weeks, it has gone up by almost 8%. Then if we look at the orange line, which is the growth in the number of unique owners, we can see that it is lagging by a big margin compared to the number of tokens minted, which means the number of unique owners is not really keeping up with the new tokens minted, and that could give us an indication that the prices and values of collectibles will keep moving sideways to the downside in the short to medium term. Now looking at the social media stats, we can see the three of them are trending downwards, and only for Discord we have like a pickup for the last week. However, in general, Veve is also losing followers on Instagram, mainly because of the general negative market sentiment and the current recession the world is experiencing. For those of you interested in the ranking methodology and key assumptions used to arrive to the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, you can always check my video on July 30th, 2022, where you'll see all these details. In addition, you can check my Patreon page where I do the ranking of all comics on Veve using the same analysis that you will see in this video, as opposed to only the top 10 undervalued comics, which I update weekly on this channel. Here is a snapshot of my collection on the Veve app. You are welcome to follow me on the app by searching the Avengers logo edition number 100. It is under the Disney Golden Moments brand. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. As you see in my previous videos, I always respond to each and every question. If you got value out of this video, hit the like and subscribe button so that you can keep informed every week when I post updates. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.